hey, it's almost spring. Well, at least here in zone 6, it's close enough. But it's time to wake up those geraniums that we put to bed in the fall. I'm going to show you step by step how to get these babies up and blooming again. So stick with me, guys, and I'll show you everything you need to know to get these geraniums up and at them. So these are the geraniums that I stored last fall. They've been in my garage all winter, so we're going to open them up now and we're going to see what we got. Now they're all pretty dry because I stored them bare root, meaning that I knocked off all the dirt off of them. So I'm going to flip the camera around and give you a view of what I'm looking at.
Geraniums are pretty easy to grow from seed. I've grown them from seed for the last couple seasons in my garden. They're pretty easy to take care of too. They like a well-draining soil and they like full sun.
Okay. So we got this. I believe there's 3 pieces in here. Okay, so don't be shocked because these are bare roots. So this, the way they look now is quite normal. So they still have the leaves on and they're very dry and brittle. So now we have to inspect these babies for signs of life. Now they feel pretty good. There's certain parts, like this part here is very squishy and it's a dark color. So I would say that part needs to come off. But down here, it's still quite hard. I don't see any new shoots coming off of these, but not to worry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean them off a little bit, take some of these old dried leaves off, and little parts like this one has to come off. It's brittle, it's hollow, it's squishy. So let's clean them up a bit and then we'll go from there. Yeah, this piece is no good, it's pretty squishy. Get rid of that.
Now, don't be afraid to really cut off all the dead and shriveled up parts that you don't think are going to be viable, because geraniums can handle a really hard prune. And once again, I'm being pretty brutal here. I'm cutting off all these dried leaves and everything that I think feels too soft or that I know that is discolored or brown. I'm not sparing this geranium at all. And like I said, it's going to be good for the plant. It's going to regenerate. Now, there was a point where I never used to save my geraniums. I used to always let the winter just take them until I realized that I could be saving money and plants. And every year, these geraniums, they get a little bigger and a little stronger. You can have your geraniums go for years. I mean, you can take them inside and overwinter inside like a house plant, or like me, you can keep them in the garage bare root. You can even keep them in the garage in a pot or in a cool, dry place, and they'll do fine.
Kind of soft. I think I'm gonna take it off right about there. Yeah. So we're basically left with this, but it feels good. And I'm gonna run with that, see how we do. Put it in some water.
Now I'm going to soak my roots in some lukewarm water for about an hour or so just to rehydrate the roots and give the plant a good head start. I'm going to pot them up in a well-draining potting mix. And now we're going to water them in, but not too much. Don't overdo it because you don't want your roots to rot. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. So now you're going to take your geranium and you're going to place it in a warm, sunny spot like a nice window. You can even put it under grow lights or on top of a heat mat. And in a couple weeks, you should start to see some new leaves popping out. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give us a like. You can even subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you want to know how to grow geraniums from seed, you can click the link in the description below. That's it for now, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.